So yeah, we have barbers, and then we have groomers. Then we got barbers that are groomers. But listen, the guy I'm with today is a gentleman. Welcome to the Risky Lifestyle Podcast. I am your host, Joshua Southern, or you can call me Big Risky. Hey, Big Cuz, Big Smooth, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. But hey, I got a special guest with me today, Mr. Ahmaad Hood-Sutton.
What's going on, people?
Yeah. Hey, appreciate you popping out.
Hey, listen, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We're on the road today, you know what I mean? And we're here at the Hive here in Lansing, where, you know, you have the Hive barbers. So if you're looking to get cut, you know, chopped up, sliced up, they do all hair, you know what I'm saying? Even mine, you feel me? But I got a hat on today. But yeah, man, let's get into it, man. Let's do a little small intro, and then we're going to do a little segment, you know. But tell everybody where you're from, you know, and, you know, just a little bit of your origin story.
Okay, my name is Ahmaad Hood. Ahmaad Hood-Sutton.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Flint, Michigan. I moved up here 4 years ago, got married, and I've been living out this barber groomer journey ever since.
So Flintstone, huh? Flintstone.
Yeah.
So for everybody who doesn't know, how far is Flint away from Saginaw?
About 30 minutes.
Hey.
Yeah, about 30 minutes.
I'm from Saginaw.
Sag nasty.
Yeah. Sag nasty. And I mean, we have, you know, Flint and Saginaw have a great, I would say, sports rivalry.
For sure. Totally.
But I got a lot of love for Flint.
Man.
A lot of love for people in Flint. I had a lot of great friends, a lot of people, you know, that I've met, you know, especially in my athletic journey, you know, that were from Flint. So yeah, man, y'all kind of like big. Well, I don't want to say big brothers to us.
I understand what you mean.
Because like, I don't want to give y'all that much power.
I bet.
You feel me? But but yeah, cousins, you know what I mean? Good cousins. So, but yeah, man. So we're going to segment into what I like to call I remember when.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember when is just an icebreaker for, you know, everybody, but then it's also going to help us get into, you know, where have you been, right?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So it's just an icebreaker. So I'll pop it off. My I remember when story is when I first met you. So y'all a little backstory. Because I've been in Lansing about 6, going on 7 years, I believe now. It's crazy to say. During that time, I've had you're probably like my 5th or 6th barber in that time frame. So I mean, that just lets you know.
That's crazy.
No shade to nobody. But yeah, like service was trash. People didn't take my time serious. They was rounding my corners off, you know what I'm talking about? You know, they wasn't really crispy like I wanted them to be, you feel me? Giving me like a even Steven when I asked for a fade, you feel me? So our brother, Joe Wilson III, you know, me and him started working together at GM, and he's like, bro, I found a barber, you know, he out here in East Lansing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, bro, he gonna get you right. You know, he on time. You know, he makes sure he gonna take care of you. And when I say it's been, almost 2.5, 3 years now?
Low key, it's been more than that.
Facts. Yeah, bro. It's been since like 2020.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's been
2020,
since
bro.
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro, we've been locked in for 4 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Going on 4 years, bro. That's
no,
crazy.
when I say like literally like 4 years, because I remember, if I remember correctly, you became a customer before COVID hit.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause that's when Joe had just got to GM, and then we went on. So I had met him, and then we had went on, quarantine and all that stuff. So yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah. So I'm locked in with this guy, but like, think about that, right? 7 years, being here in Lansing, I had 5, but I've been with you 4. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like during that time frame, it was barber after barber. I'm like, yeah, like I can't find one, right? But when I first met you, man, like when I say you took care of me, right? Like every hair, like I had never had anybody get my nose hairs. I ain't never had nobody get my unibrow. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like you really took care of me, took your time, made sure my corners was crispy. You know what I mean? I think they call them C cups. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? You faded them boys in. You know the beard was nice, and then come to find out, which I mean we'll get into that later. You got product.
Yes.
You got product.
Yeah.
You are a brand.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, but I appreciate you for taking care of me. I mean, even now, and I mean, bro, you be working miracles on me, bro, because hey, I'm 34, and I'm almost out the game, bro. You know what I mean? I'm holding on, though. You know what I mean? I'm holding on.
No, you good.
Hey, I'm holding on, you hear me? But yeah, bro, I really do appreciate, the love and care. I mean, you even gave my son like his first, big chop.
I did. That was crazy. Off the dreads. Yeah.
Dreads, bro. Yeah. I mean, he had the locks going, and bro,
He did. That's so crazy.
He said, "Pops, I want to, get a haircut like you." So, my man took care of him. And what's crazy about that is some of the barbers that I went to didn't even cut kids.
Mm-hmm. A lot of barbers don't.
They was like, "Yeah, we don't do kids." I'm like, "What you mean you don't do kids? Mm-hmm. Like that's crazy."
A lot of barbers don't.
But
I mean, in grand scheme of things, it makes sense. But also, you're losing money.
You're losing money, bro. Like
at the end of the day, you're losing money. Not even just like you can establish a client rapport with these kids, and they can tell their friends. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or they can, their friends can tell their parents, blah blah blah. But you're losing money at the end of the day,
bro. I mean, because for me, like, that's where like you get long-term clients. I mean, because for me, my son gonna be getting his haircut for the rest of his life, unless he get on the path that I'm on, and start, losing hair. But you took great care of my son. Like you was patient with him. He was a little jumpy, at first, you know what I mean? Which kids are.
It's okay.
But I mean, you took your time with him, make sure he was comfortable, and now he loved to come in and
yeah, that's my dog. Big Bean is what I call him. Big Bean.
Big Bean.
He ain't little no more.
Nah, bro. He's 8 years old. I mean, because you started cutting him, I think he was 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. He 8 going on 9 at the end of this year, so it's crazy, bro. I mean, we in 2024, so but yeah, bro. That's I remember when story. You know what I mean? You can
I remember when is gonna go back a little far.
Okay.
And it actually is gonna tie into the origin story.
Okay. Let's do it.
I remember when is I remember cutting hair on my mama's porch, my mom and daddy's porch, till I couldn't see my hand in front of my face. Like I would be cutting hair that late till I could still see the hair, and I knew what I was doing, but I had to get this out. Like it might be late, but I need to get this money.
Get this cheese, yeah.
And our porch light, we hadn't replaced the bulb yet, so we were still. I had to get it how I was living. It is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, on the porch, back home in Flint, and even cutting hair for $5, like,
man. But $5 went far back in the day, though.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got 5 bit.
Oh yeah. But 5 times 20 heads though, hey, you eating?
Listen, but at the time I wasn't really cutting no hair that much. But um, I started cutting my own hair when I was 12. My dad was my barber, but because of the work he did, he was a journeyman, so he would be out putting up cable poles and doing lines of
Yeah.
cable and stuff
Yeah. Yeah.
all over the
Yeah.
country. Um, so I didn't have a consistent barber when he would be gone, because he'd be gone, a month, 2 months, sometimes
Oh
3 months.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. So
So
he
I'm
on
out here looking like, you know, a little homeless kid on the commercial, uh, on the Feed the Children commercial.
not the future children.
But so I remember being in the 6th grade and asking my dad, like, "Hey, Dad, I know you be gone over, blah blah. I just want to cut my own hair. You know what I'm saying? I want to learn." Um, and he bought me these silver Conair clippers. First day, opened them up, straight down the middle.
Oh.
I thought I was doing the right thing. Yeah, it wasn't.
And then, bro, you had the Con Air, like them they
And
not
they
really
were
like
not
that.
forgiving.
No,
No,
no, no, no, no, no.
that yeah. My daddy had to skin me, but it is what it is. I started cutting other people's hair at 15. My friends, and it just slowly progressed. Um, but I still never seen this as a career, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, so like when with we can transition into like the like origin story, right? Like, so when did you know that you wanted to do this like full time? Like, I mean, because like were you cutting on the side and then like still working, or like what?
I've always cut on the side. For anything and everything, I've always cut on the side. I was going to school to be a social worker.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to major in. That's what I wanted to be. Because I've always liked helping people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? My wife called me Mr. Help Somebody, because I'm always trying to help somebody. She really called me Captain Save-A-Ho, but
I love it.
but
I love it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Talk that
but
talk. Talk that talk.
but I've just always been that person. I always want to help somebody. I want to encourage people. To be better, to do better. But I was going to school for social work, and at the time I was taking buses from Flint to Saginaw. I was taking 3 buses to go from Flint to Saginaw, and really it's Bay City, because I was going to Delta College.
Oh, you was going to Delta? Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
And I mean, Delta is out there.
yeah,
Like,
I had got kicked out of Mott.
Okay,
I
okay.
had 2 classes that I had failed, um, and really just one class, because the second class I ended up bringing up, but they was like, you could only fail, you know,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
this class so many times, and they kicked me out. So when I was ready to go back to school, I couldn't go there. You
Couldn't
know
go
what I'm
back to
saying?
mine. Yeah.
So I found out that it was a way for me to get to Delta. So I went, and my first semester I was a 4.0. I didn't even know I was smart then. I ain't even gonna hold you.
But that's how you turn it around, though.
Yeah, my second semester I had a 3.5, and then I was done after that. Um,
So you got your associates after that?
nope,
No.
I
Okay.
didn't. I didn't go back.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Okay.
and the reason I didn't go back is because um, I knew the school social worker. I had came to her office. I just wanted to ask her some questions. Pick her
Yeah.
brain and stuff. And at the time, I didn't know social work was as vast of a field as it is.
Absolutely.
Um, so I go pick her brain, and she got like this stack of like papers on her desk. And I mean, when I say stacks, I mean like it's like
Oh
this.
yeah. Oh
So I'm like,
yeah.
that's a lot of work for the week. And she was like,
No, this
"Oh,
a
that's
day.
just for the last couple days." Last couple days?
What?
I'm like, "You got to do all this paperwork all the time?"
But that's
Yeah.
all it is, paperwork.
I said, "You
Not a
have a good day."
chance. Not a chance.
Yeah. I vividly remember being out at the bus stop praying to God, like, "Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do,
Yeah.
but this is not it. I need something that is going to, verbatim, that's going to allow me to help people, and make money.
Oh.
And I still didn't see this as a career. And I'm still doing this the whole time, mind you.
Wow.
The entire time. Like I went home that day and cut a head. You know what I'm saying? Or cut two heads. You know what I'm saying? Like, and still didn't see it. Year went by. My uncle had just graduated from barber school in Flint. And so I'm like, you know,
you got a good
cool,
school
perfect,
too.
you know, and I'm always asking him questions. I'm always interested. I'm always, you know, is this clipper, you know, what do this clipper do? What do that clipper do? What do this guard do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you razor line? Because at the time, that's when razor lines really was hidden. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because like cats, like I grew up probably. It wasn't until my senior year, and you know the twins.
Yep.
Rest
For
in
sure.
peace, you know one of them. But like I got my first. Yeah. Like I got my first razor line from the twins for prom. Other than that, you know, it was just straight, you know,
clipper,
T outline, what you know what I mean? Like so yeah.
And it was getting sharp, but you know the razor get you a little sharper.
Oh, crispy.
And he, after he graduated, he was like, nephew, go to barber school. He was like, you a shoe-in. They gonna love you there. You know, you're hungry for the craft. You got the knowledge. You know, you really want to learn.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, you should just go. And I'm like, nah, because barbers don't make no money. And I'm at the time I'm so ignorant to, you know, the culture and like what really goes into this. You know what I'm saying? One of my bros, he was going to this barber in Flint named Raheem. He was bald head, but when I say he was, and buddy was tall as life. He was like 6'6", 6'7".
Oh, so I still got him by a couple, you know, about about 4 inches, you know.
And he was probably the only barber that I knew. He worked super early in the morning and super late at night.
Wow.
And when I say super late at night, I mean like 9, 10 to like 2 in the shop cutting. He got a line. You hear me?
Wild, bro.
And he was charging 40 then.
So what year is this? What year is this?
This is like, oh, they're not taking it. It ain't even the early 2000s. This is low key like 09,
still
2010.
Still.
But yeah, and he was
40,
doing $40 line jumps, like, and people was coming with more than that, 60. I need you to get me before my man's, and he got the 40.
He got the 40. Dang,
you know what I'm saying?
bro.
Like, he told me, he was like, there have been consecutive years where I've made $100,000. I never knew barbers can make that much money.
He was
Eating.
Wow.
And he would go golf everywhere.
So, bro, he was really living.
Really living. And I was like, that's crazy to me.
Dang,
and
bro.
That really had me like, okay, maybe so.
Maybe. Okay.
And then I think like 20 when I stopped going to school for social work, it was like 2014 summer.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go and do it. But at the time I don't have a job.
Oh, okay.
The application fee for the barber school was $60. So I'm praying, I'm like, Lord, if this is what you want me to do, you know, I need this application fee money. You know what I'm saying?
I need this cheese.
Same day I leave the school, find out about it, because I don't know how I'm getting this money. And my brother and mama called me and was like, hey, I need my grass cut. You know, I pay you, blah, blah, blah. Say less.
Say less, because I need that cheese.
And she was like, you know, you cut the front yard, the backyard, we good. I square you out when we go. You know, I take you back to the crib. But you know, and I wasn't even expecting nothing crazy. I'm like, you know, $25. I'm like, you know, I'll just try to hustle up some money, you know, somewhere else, you know. But that's a start.
That's a start, absolutely.
Gave me the whole she gave me 65.
So then you had
extra
for
$5.
$1 menu, you know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
Get your little cheeseburger, a little fries.
That's what McDonald's had, $1 menu.
Yeah. They had $1 menu still, man. You could get a whole meal for $5.
Man, gave me the 65. I shoot up to the school. Now, mind you, we lived like 2.5, 3 miles from the school. So I'm walking to school.
Yeah, you walking every day. Dang.
And I get to the school, put my application in, and now school is $8,000. I don't know how I'm paying for school. Come to find out, they take FAFSA. You know what I'm saying? So like everything just kept lining up, and then the first day of school came. I kid you not. I walked in that school. Now I'm at the school early. It's only me and one other instructor at the school.
Dang.
At that time, I walk into the school, and it was just like I heard God say in my spirit, like, "This it." And I ain't look back.
He made it plain for you though. You know what I mean? Like, because I tell people, like, when you walking in like your purpose and like what like God has told you to do, like he gonna make a way. Like he always makes a way. You know what I mean? And like, you know, and I've seen it time and time again. That's why like my faith is like so like strong, is because it's like I've seen him work miracles time and time again, even in my life. You know what I mean?
Not just for me.
Yeah. But in like other people's lives, like I've heard testimonies where they like, I didn't know how I was gonna do this or that, and in the clutch it came in. But also, you were willing to put in the work to make sure this happened too.
Very true.
Because faith without works
is
dead, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're not putting forth that effort and you're not trying to push forward, because he's going to open the door, but you got to take the step forward to go through the door, right?
Got to. Scared or not, you got to.
Scared or not, you know what I mean? But like, that's what shows your faith though. It's like, you know what, I don't see it, I don't know, but I'm gonna still walk through it, right? Okay. So look, so now, let's transition to where are you now? I mean, the like origin story was great. You know what I mean? It was, you know, and like we've seen where God has like took you. You know, it's a gift that, because everybody can't just cut hair.
You're not wrong. I do personally feel like everybody can be taught to cut hair.
Yeah,
but that's different than
it's different.
It being your gift. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like personally, it's your gift.
And I appreciate it. And I do.
And just to see, like, yeah, you was doing it on the side. I mean, even for me, like, I was doing, you know, podcasts and music, all this stuff, like, from the time I was like 12.
You've been doing music a long time.
So like, always loved music, like, but it was always on the side. I had basketball. You know, basketball was in the way. Not in the way, but it was a vehicle for me to do things that I needed to do, right? And then I started to work, you know, I was in the workforce for a little while, you know, but now I'm an entrepreneur, right? So like these things have always been brewing. He's been cooking these things, you know, but it was for me to step into it and like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so, but yeah, man, let's transition to, where are you now?
So currently I am going into my 8th year of being a licensed barber.
8 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's almost a decade, bro.
Yeah, that's bananas to me. I ain't even gonna hold you. And it is a joy to serve people.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of entrepreneurs, you know, or I just say people in general, you know, whether you're an entrepreneur or not. A lot of people don't understand that if you take care of people, you will be taken care of.
Absolutely.
Like that's all I've always wanted. Whenever I give Josh the mirror, I know he's gonna be like, oh, aha. You know what I'm saying? Like this is that.
And most of the time, I don't even need the mirror. You give it to me anyway, but like
force of habit.
Like, I just know it's gonna be crispy.
And that's that. When I say that's the best payment for me, like, don't get me wrong, I need my money. Okay, I don't want you to get that wrong. I need my money on time.
Need my money on time.
But like, that's the biggest payment for me. Still to this day. And to be honest with you, if I ever don't feel like that, I'll quit.
Dang. No,
if that's not payment for me no more, I'll quit, because I love what I do that much. I want to make you look your best. I want to make you feel your best. You know what I'm saying? Because
Hey,
when you learn that um, sometimes people just need to be served,
absolutely,
you know, for them to feel better, you know, for them to have a better outlook on life. And, you know, for me, I get to do it in the form of a haircut, you know, in the
man,
form of conversation, in the form of listening,
absolutely.
you know. So yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, like for me, coming into the barbershop is it's like my spa day slash therapy session. You know what I'm saying? Like because we talk about everything. You know what I mean?
Everything.
You know what I mean? So like for me, that's therapy, right? But also, you know, like I'm getting groomed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I like which let's talk about
Yeah.
your brand. You know what I mean? And like um when did you like start your brand, Gentleman Grooming?
Um ooh, Gentleman Grooming came like, I want to say 2018,
20,
2019. Like
okay.
I had started, I realized that was I always wanted something marketable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To everybody, because that's the type of barber, you know, type of groomer I am.
No, no, you are.
I'm for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
And I
And
mean, you're not just a barber though.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you like you do like groom people to what you take like this blank canvas and then like you mold it into what you think it should be.
Hmm.
Cause like yeah, you might ask me like you want the usual and like I'd be like, hey, do what you feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I know it's gonna be nice, right? Cause I remember one time I came in, I think I said I wanted, I don't know, maybe a ball fade or something. I don't know, whatever. But you was like, no, like, hey, let's try this. And then I loved it. You know what I mean? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So like, so to me, that's an art in itself. You know what I mean? That's something where like you take your time and you're like, you know what? Like, let me make you look how you should.
Hmm.
And I'm sure most of the time people are happy with it.
Hmm. Now my brand is Gentleman Grooming. For one, gentleman because it's just one person at a time,
Mm-hmm.
and grooming because it's the process of taking something off. It's not just a haircut. You know what I'm saying? When you
Yeah.
sit in my chair, I want you to be able to take off more than just hair. If you can take off your whatever your life struggles are, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you were dealing
Man, that's
with,
deep.
whatever you're struggling with, like I want you to be able to do that. Um, because that I feel fulfilled with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That being the what you get when you come here. That's what I feel fulfilled with that.
No, bro. I mean, you talked about like, so we talked about gift, but we also like, I remember you telling me a story about, I think your aunt, you know, talked about like you being anointed to
Yeah.
do this, right?
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Um, and this is one of them things where I tell people, a pulpit just ain't at church. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, like when we look at, even when we look at, you know, how Jesus, you know, maneuver, right? He was out in these streets, right? Like he was out here, like really, like touching the people. You know what I mean? And you get a chance to do that. You
Hmm.
know, I get a chance to do that. You know, on like a daily basis, whether it's coaching, mentoring, it's walking down the street. You
Hmm.
know, I get a chance to touch people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, and like change lives for real. You know what I mean? So like, you get a chance every time. Every time somebody sits in your chair, it's a chance. Like, and it ain't got to be preaching the gospel. It's just like, hey, like, how you feeling today,
Yeah.
man?
What's up? How you doing? What's
What's
going on
good,
with you? You
man?
know what
Like,
I'm
you know what I
saying?
mean? Like, can you like cast those burdens? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Off. Like, can you leave my chair and like feel lighter, right? I mean, so yeah,
Yeah. No, I one of my favorite things is getting new clients and asking them, you know, not only how you found out about me, but like, you know, what do you do in your free time? You know, my favorite is what kind of music you listen to. What's the
love it.
last good album you heard that you
Oh,
can throw on right now, start to finish, no skips? It
oh,
it tells me a lot about. a person. You know what I'm
Absolutely,
saying?
absolutely.
By what you digest, what you
Man, we talk about
ingest,
music
whatever. You know
all
what
the
I'm
time.
saying?
Yeah, we talk
So
about
like
music all
I
the time.
love that. That's one of my favorite things.
Dang, dang. Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, man, we you know, man, we definitely. I think we definitely locked in on like when it comes down to music, man. We talk about music a lot. We talk about movies a lot.
Heavy.
Um, but like this is actually one of the segments where we're gonna. It's called Top Five. You know, and I get a chance to pick whatever top five I want. You know what I'm saying? So because me and you talked about this before, and you just said it. What are your top five greatest albums of all time? Or
That's,
or we can just go artists.
that's hectic.
Or we can just go artists. We could pick an artist and then you can pick their top five albums.
Sick. Um, no, I'm gonna try to do the top 5 albums because
Oh,
that's what you asked originally.
yeah. But I mean, like
Yeah,
that is tough. I mean,
it is.
especially
But
for a person that listens to a lot of music.
you're right. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do gospel and secular.
Ooh,
Um,
dang. Okay. A little bonus then.
no. I'm saying like I'm
Oh, you
gonna.
gonna put them both
Yeah,
together? Okay,
yeah.
bet.
I need to get my phone because I can't
Come on,
think of
come
just
on,
off the
man.
top of my brain.
Yeah. Top
Um,
five, man. Top five albums, like, and like this is strictly your top five, right? Like this is not what other people think or like what you know culture would tell you
mhm.
that like should be your top five. You know what I mean?
Um,
Yeah. Go ahead.
this gospel artist, my wife actually put me on to him, but it's probably one of my favorite albums. Period. His name is Dion Kipping.
Mm.
His I don't know what album it is, but it's called Something to Talk About. Probably one of my favorite
Okay.
albums ever. Um, my second, and this is in no order, but my second is J. Cole Off Season. Um, my third is um, I gotta
so while you searching, why why that J. Cole album though? Versus
um,
like all his other masterpieces.
because that was a resurgence.
Ah,
That
okay.
was a resurgence because a lot of people was talking down on J. Cole like he really wasn't that guy, and he really
Oh,
is.
he been
You
that
know what I'm
guy.
saying?
Been that guy, bro.
Like he fell off and he lost it, but
J.
he let y'all
Cole,
know in the off season,
yeah.
I'm still putting in work. What's good?
And then he went to go hoop overseas.
Stop playing. Come on now.
Come on, bro. Like, who does that, bro? Like, and see, for me, I was a J. Cole fan from the time. So he came to Boston College when I was in Boston
Mm.
for like what we call our Black Family Weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Because Boston College is definitely a PWI.
Definitely.
Um, but like we would have like this Black Family Weekend, and one year Talib Kweli came, which I mean he's an animal. But then J. Cole came. I think that was my senior year, and I was just like, yeah, he liked that. And then Friday Night Lights came out, and I'm like, yep, he's that guy. He's that guy. You know what I mean? So
My third album
okay.
is Fearless by Jasmine Sullivan. Um,
She is,
she's that yeah.
and she still don't get her just due.
No,
And she is an animal, bro.
dog. Like none other. No, not a soul on this planet can sing like
Vocal range,
one of the
low,
best.
high.
One of the best.
She'll give you whatever. She'll give you runs.
Everything. She can do it all.
Like,
Um,
oh man.
The Church in Me, my fourth
Okay.
favorite album,
Okay.
is yeah. I'm probably going. This is gonna change, so don't hold me to this. But 7th episode live in Toronto by Ricky Dillard.
Ricky Dillard is
It's
a
probably one of my
beast.
favorite albums ever.
Ricky Dillard is an animal. Yeah.
And then A Long Way from Sunday by Anthony Brown.
Anthony Brown is a beast too.
Another gospel album there.
Solid.
Honorable mention. Crit is Here by Big Crit.
Oh, hey, you already know Crit is my guy.
Yeah, that's my.
And he getting ready to drop.
Yeah.
Like he just dropped an EP.
Yep.
What, earlier this month? No, early last month or either December. But it was just like a couple months ago or whatever. And that mother slapped too.
Crazy.
Well, crazy. Okay.
But yeah, that's my top 5.
Top 5, bro. That's solid. Solid top 5, bro. Yeah. Like, and for somebody who love music, like I love how you gave me that range because some people are like, oh yeah, it's gonna be All Eyes on Me. It's gonna be Life After Death, and like, come on, bro. Like,
no.
My top 5 always goes off of how that artist made me feel.
Hands down.
Hands down. You know what I'm saying? So like, but before we go into where are you going?
Mm-hmm.
I got one more segment for you.
Okay.
It's called "What Do You Got on Your Feet There?"
Currently nothing shabby. Some
go and put it off, man. Show the camera, man, one time, man. Go ahead and put them on.
Some Yeezy.
A little, you know what I'm saying? Look, see a little Yeezy, you feel?
Nothing crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Got a little, you know, Jordan playoff 12s. You know what I'm saying? A little playoff 12. Hey, had these since, hold on. Because normally the data's in here.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
I love them shoes.
This is November, and I don't know what date, but I think they did come out like 11 or 12, but I got 2 dates in here. I'm going to go with the January 12th, 2012, but it could be November 9th, 2011. So I've had these shoes long time.
Yeah.
Long time, man. These are vintage.
Over a decade.
Yeah, man. Vintage. You know what I mean? So, and this is probably like my, let me see, this might have been my 4th pair of J's that I ever bought. My first pair was some charcoal 9s. The second pair was the metallic 5s. And
I like those. That's
both of them pairs are beat right now. They beat. You know what I'm saying? Like I tried to get them boys, you know, shout out to the sneaker spot. You know, they did the best they could, but they couldn't really bring them back, but they beat. Next was I call them like the checkered 10s. I mean, they like black and white gray 10s, and then I think these were like the fourth pair. So yeah, during that time I was going crazy on shoes. I worked at Nike, and then I worked at the post office too. So like I was spending my money on bills with like the post office. Then I was giving Nike back their check pretty much. I was like, hey, here I go, because I'm about to go cop these. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was going crazy on shoes and gear and socks and all the other stuff. You know what I mean? I was young. I was like 23, maybe 22, 23. Super young. So I wasn't really thinking. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I was definitely tricking though. So yeah. But yeah. So yeah, man, let's talk about where you going. I mean, so you got the Gentleman Grooming brand. We are going to talk about these products that you have too, because I feel like this is part of the future too.
Definitely where I'm going.
You know what I mean? Sure. So yeah, man, let's kind of talk about these products here. So you have,
that's conditioner.
This is the beard conditioner.
Yeah.
I have some of this.
Okay, let's put it in order.
Order. Okay.
So wash.
Okay. Beard wash first, right? Yeah. This is the beard wash.
You want to cleanse. You want to get all the impurities out.
You want to get everything
Have a good canvas.
You know what I mean? So it even got instructions on here. It say shake well. Use desired amount of wash for your beard. Apply product to wet beard. So no dry beard, man.
None.
You know what I'm talking about? Get in that shower, wash your face, make sure that thing wet, and then wash your beard. You know what I'm talking about? I've had the pleasure of, being, a test subject for, some of these products.
Man,
and
except the oil, but everything after that for sure. Yeah.
I remember I was sitting in your chair and like you put some of the oil in my beard, and I'm like, man, what's that?
What is those?
And it smells great, all that. So we got the beard wash,
the beard conditioner,
we just talk about, but I'm gonna put it back up there for y'all so y'all can see it. You know what I'm talking about?
Soften the beard,
soften that beard up, and that like this conditioner, it make one time he said it's gonna make your beard feel like you ain't got no beard on.
I promise. I promise.
Hey, he ain't lying, cause this boy had my beard super soft. I was like, dang, do I even gotta?
What is that?
Like, what is this on my face? You know what I'm saying?
Like you shaved. It's just naked.
Naked,
oh my
bro.
God.
Hey, make your joint silky smooth, bro. Silky smooth. All right, so now what we got next?
You have the beard butter.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and put that up there.
Bam.
Hood.
Now, after you cleanse and purify, your skin and your beard, and then you soften the beard, you want to put those oils back into your skin and into your beard, you know what I'm saying? Revitalize what you already got, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro. Yeah. Like, and then the oil is to lock that in, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, I got all these products. So,
all of them.
Yeah. And then I put like the extra in my hair.
Yeah, because it's beard and hair oil.
It's beard and hair oil. So it's gonna make your joint come back. It's gonna restore you back to grace. You know what I'm talking about?
Now, for a lot of people, I always tell them, they always ask, is this gonna help me grow a beard? Blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't lie to people. I'm not here to try and get all your money out your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, they're not meant to have a beard.
No.
You know what I'm saying? My thing is, you're using my products is going to help you grow the beard you deserve.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Like it's not going. You're not going to be out here with no Rick Ross.
Oh.
Like, also, a lot of people don't know this. Having a beard is annoying.
Bro.
Like,
it is.
Trying to tame it all the time and make sure it look good. You got to sleep, certain kind of ways for it to be all right. Like, no, man.
Yeah, no. Bro. And like when you.
But I take pride in my beard, and you should take pride in yours too, and use Gentleman Grooming products.
All of them. Use all the products. You know what I'm talking about? And hey, because you gotta keep your tickler. You know what I'm saying? Nice and soft. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta keep it soft.
That's it.
But yeah, man, like having a beard, like it's a manly thing, but yeah, it is work though. It is work. Sure.
But you get out, and that's the other thing. Like it's like that with everything else. When it comes to your relationship, when it comes to your cars,
talk to them.
When it comes to your haircuts, you get out of it what you put into it. You know what I'm saying? So if you using this sparingly, you're going to get sparing results. Wow. But if you're using this daily, you're gonna grow. You're gonna see growth over time to be like, man, this is what consistency gets me.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
These products, I promise you, they work. I'm not even. I don't even. I'm not even giving people no guarantee, but I've seen my clients exhibit A. Like I've seen my clients, beards go from small to where they are now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got to use the products though.
I know it works, and and really my own. That's the testament, honestly. My beard's small right now because I shaved it down, but like, still, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can grow a beard, a nice healthy one,
absolutely,
or grow a goatee. But whatever you do, you need to make sure you're putting the right products in it that is going to nourish your skin and your hair, your facial hair.
Absolutely. No, bro, that's key though. That's key.
Yeah.
Like, and but it still go back to like what you're saying, right? Like, even what you're putting in your body,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? What you're
Consuming.
consuming on a daily basis, man, is what you're gonna get out, right? Like, I tell my son all the time, you know what I mean? Because I was a professional athlete, right? Like, whatever you put in your body is what you're gonna get out of it. So you can't be eating burgers and fries all the time and think like you're gonna come out
Yeah.
here and be like LeBron James. Like,
Yeah.
nah,
No, it's
bro.
not
Like,
gonna work like
even
that.
though LeBron is God given, that's God given.
Yeah.
That's a gift. That's, you know, something that was given to him, right? Um,
Still.
but still, man, he work at it. He take care of his body. He makes sure he putting the right things in his body and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, man. So yeah, man, we talking about the future, like the products, but like, where do you see yourself? And it can be the next couple months. It could be 5 years, 10 years, whatever. Like, where do you see yourself going?
Um, I will say in the future, probably in the next 5, I want to have my own space. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I would love to help develop barbers. But more than that, I think I want to start in schools
Mm.
and talk to the younger generation about what it is that I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
About barbering and grooming as a profession. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
people, this is something that people are always going to need. You know what I'm saying? And not even just that, like you can still have a fulfilled life. You know, growing up, people always wanted you to be a doctor, a lawyer, you know, or
Yeah.
athlete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
But you know, let's keep it a buck. We all ain't athletes.
We not
You know what
all
I'm saying?
athletes, man.
And if we are, we ain't good. You know what I'm saying?
Facts though. I mean, and I tell man, and that's one of those things, man. Like back in the day, like a lot of people did it out of necessity and lack of resources and lack of knowledge that there are things out there to help you get to where you want to go. So like it was always, oh yeah, you either gonna play sports, you're gonna sell drugs, or you
Yeah,
know
for
what I mean,
sure. Yeah,
whatever, right? But there are way more resources out here, and even for my son, I tell him all this. And I said, bro, just because I play ball don't mean you got to.
man.
Like there are other options, there's
Other
other
options for you
avenues,
to
there
do.
are other
Yeah,
things. Like
you ain't got to do
if
this.
you want to be a scientist, go be a scientist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, um, because when I look at even like scripture, like, you know, train up a child in the way they should go, and then when they get older, they don't depart from it, right?
Yeah,
Like
most people use it as church and like
church,
staying in the church,
no,
but like
bro, no.
when it comes to developing, them gifts and
It's
yeah,
for you to develop them gifts, whatever it
yeah,
is,
whatever that is.
not what you think
Yeah,
it is, right? Developing them gifts, you know what I mean, and like watching them grow, and then when they get older, like now they're like, oh yeah, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
yeah.
And now it's easier just to walk into it, right? You
Mm-hmm.
know, versus like, no, you should be going to be a doctor, an engineer, lawyer, whatever, right? It's like, no.
Because I played football and I was okay at it. Nothing to brag about. Um, but even then, like I should have never played football. You know what I'm saying? I did
Yeah.
that just because people said I should. I've always been a bigger guy. Um, always been stocky. Always will be. It is what it is. Um, what they call me, husky. Yeah. But still, like, I didn't know that there was there was more out there. You know what I'm saying? That could still make me feel fulfilled. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
people think, and please don't get me wrong when I say this, but people think, if you're not a doctor or a lawyer or athlete, that you can't live a fulfilled life or that you don't make money. I want you to know one thing about me. I will always get my money, okay? And
Absolutely.
you zoom in when I say that because I mean it. I'ma always get my money. Um, and I make good money. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't smacking nobody over. I'm not hitting the bank over the head, but like I make good money. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. You able to take care of your
Yeah, man,
family,
yeah.
your
My family
wife.
is she's taken care of. You know what I'm saying? So like I uh I need people to know like there is more out there than just what they push. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, that's fair.
but also too, this is just as much work. Like, I've never worked so hard in my life to make sure my customer service is on point, make sure my haircuts are on point, make sure my business is on point. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I still got some growing to do. I promise you, I'm not even
Yeah,
halfway to
yeah,
where I'm gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And but that's one thing I need to push to people, to push to children. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do something different and it still, bless your life more than what you thought of. And this career has blessed my life more than what I thought it would. More than what um I initially even went for. You know what I'm saying? I just knew I wanted to cut hair, and I wanted to cut, all types of hair. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? But my life has been blessed, and I've had opportunities to be where I am now. And I know that this is just the beginning.
And bro, like, what you saying that, bro, like, bro, we can wrap it up. Yeah, bro, like, I mean, because, I mean, that's what I was gonna ask you, like, is there any last words that you know what I'm saying, that you want to leave, like, the people, you know what I mean? And like, bro, that was powerful. You be talking that talk, bro. Cause I wanted to say, well,
he talking through me. He talking through me.
yeah, man, but I mean, when you are a vessel, you know what I mean? Because I tell people all the time, man, like, as I learn that we are called to steward our gifts. They're not
Yes.
ours. Like, none of this is ours, right? We're called to steward, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, even from the beginning, like, Adam was called to steward the garden, right?
Mm-hmm.
And steward, you know what I mean? Steward everything,
Yeah.
right? But it was still God's, right? It
Yeah.
was his, right? And too many times, culture and stuff will tell us, like, oh no, we have to, hold on to this. This is ours. We got to make this happen. But all along, it's God's. You
Yeah.
know what I
No,
mean?
you
So
don't get. You definitely have your part,
you got your part in
and
there, man.
you. But that's where the steward comes along.
The
It.
steward, yeah.
You know what
Like,
I'm saying?
I'm stewarding my gifts. Whatever He put in me, whatever gift He put in me, I got to steward that, right? Like, I got to put in work to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do. But at the same time, it's God's though.
Hands down.
Like, everything is His. So, you know what I mean? That's why.
It made me think about the parable of the talents. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you didn't
yeah.
multiply,
You didn't multiply it, bro.
you know,
No,
but we
no.
have the responsibility to multiply it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And this is just the beginning of my multiplication.
absolutely, bro. I mean, because he was like, oh, so like you didn't even like put it in the bank so it can gain some
Some interest?
interest on it,
Nothing.
bro. You ain't do nothing.
Nothing.
Well, you tweaking. You know what I'm saying? But
You just buried it and put it in the
you was buried and put
ground.
it in the ground. Okay,
All right.
okay. I'm gonna holler at you.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey. So yeah, bro, we're gonna wrap up, man. Is that all you got? Do you want to leave them with some other gems before we get up out of here?
Do I have a closing note?
And if you do, I want you to look right at this camera.
Okay.
I want you to talk to them folk, man. Talk to them folk one time.
Let me put that back on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk to them one time, man.
This is something I tell myself all the time, and I'm telling myself this right now today. Nothing in your life is going to move unless you do.
Ooh.
Flat out. So if you want things to change, it's on you. That's it. That's all I got.
Well, and like that, this has been the Risky Lifestyle Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, share it with somebody that you think it'll be a blessing to. And I've been your host, Joshua Southern. I've been with my guy, the Gentleman Groomer, Ahmaad Hood-Sutton. And hey, we out. Peace, blessings. And yeah, we gone.